Hello and welcome to another installment of Liberty Nation's Swamponomics videocast. I'm Andrew Moran, Allen's economics correspondent. Each week, I dive into the morass of top economic news stories and fish out compelling narratives, or I retrieve fallacies that have been accepted as conventional wisdom by the swamp creatures for years. This week, the Federal Reserve will keep serving Wall Street with a punch bowl. William McChesney Martin, the 9th Federal Reserve chairman who served under 5 presidents from 1951 to 1970, had this philosophy: take away the punch bowl just as the party gets going. The idea is that the central bank provided the fuel, and now it is up to the financial market to keep driving or fall into a ditch on its own. Oh, those young hooligans. In 2021, the US Central Bank adopted a new principle: keep serving the punch bowl to keep the party going. The Fed understands just how dependent Wall Street is on the institution's liquidity injections, relying on easy money to sustain the monster rally since hitting the bottom on March 23, 2020. Anytime there's been even talk of curtailing the unprecedented and extraordinary efforts of the last year, whether it is tapering the asset buying or raising interest rates, the financial colosseum is on the brink of implosion. It takes Fed Chair Jerome Powell to inform everyone that the Eccles building is not engaging in a taper tantrum anytime soon. In recent days, multiple Fed officials have been on a tour of reassurance, echoing the same sentiment: there will not be a premature tightening of monetary policy. Fed Chair Jerome Powell recently told NPR that any adjustment to monetary policy would occur, quote, very, very gradually over time and with great transparency, when the economy has all but fully recovered. Fed Vice Chair Richard Clarida conceded that the institution will keep the training wheels on until the economic recovery is, quote, well and truly complete. Fed Governor Lael Brainard promised resolute patience, while San Francisco Fed President Mary Daly pledged a healthy dose of patience. Over the last 12 months, the Fed has printed approximately 1/4 of all US dollars ever created. This amounts to about $4 trillion of the initial baseline of nearly $16 trillion. During this span, the Dow Jones has rebounded 14,000 points to an all-time high of more than 33,000, the S&P has roughly doubled to an all-time high of more than 4,000, and the Nasdaq Composite Index has doubled to flirt with a record high of 14,000. But while this asset inflation has benefited the power players of Wall Street, it has or will create unintended consequences for the broader economy. Liberty Nation has regularly reported over the last year about the threat of an inflation tsunami. The US economy is already witnessing a broad array of rising prices, from real estate to food to, yes, toilet paper. Even MLB contracts north of $300 million, such as the New York Mets and Francisco Lindor, are being triggered by the Fed's mad money printing schemes. But money printing is a result of the new economic thinking. Instead of savings and production being the key drivers of economic growth, progressives, Keynesians, the central planners, and even conservative thinkers believe that the Federal Reserve can revive and grow the economy by creating money out of thin air. But all the Fed does is create moral hazards, depreciate Americans' purchasing power, erode the value of the buck, and maintain a toxic environment of addiction to the next supply of newly created money. As legendary economist Murray Rothbard wrote in October 1995, monetary inflation not only raises prices and destroys the value of the currency unit, it also acts as a giant system of expropriation of the late receivers by the counterfeiters themselves and by the early other receivers. Monetary expansion is a massive scheme of hidden redistribution. We now live in a society where people are taxed at obscene rates, and any money that is left over is penalized with the most heinous tax of them all: inflation. That's it for me this week. Please read my full Swamponomics column, where I discuss the March jobs report, toilet paper prices, the fading US dollar hegemony, and the Eccles building. Thank you.
Who are we? We are Americans that believe in liberty. We are a project of the nonprofit One Generation Away. We are patriots who apply the founding principles to the issues of today.
And they keep moving the goalposts on us.
We are educators and commentators who love America and the Constitution. Who are we? We are Liberty Nation.